Hello YouTube. I am heading to the hardware store. Gotta get a bigger drill bit. Now, I did have videos I started doing this morning while I was working on the C10. But all of a sudden my phone just stopped, so I don't even know how much I got recorded. And it said that my memory card was full. I worked and worked trying to straighten things out, and finally I just had to delete all the videos I had on the phone. So I didn't get anything recorded. Most of what I was doing the first part of the video would have been just me talking, going to get some parts. Well, I said towards Harbor Freight. Plus, well, I stopped by the parts store. I had to order a PVC valve, or PC. Which one is it? PCV or PVC? I know it's spelled different. Anyway, I had to get the hose. Mine was missing when I first purchased the engine. And so my recording didn't exactly go as planned. But I did go by Harbor Freight. No, not Harbor Freight. I went by Tractor Supply first and found the angle iron I need. I got a 48-foot section, which is cheaper than what Home Depot's was at, I think it was 36 feet, or 36 inches of meant. Which I would have got it off that, but I couldn't remember the length, and I tried to look it up. Couldn't find anybody that was saying what the length or the width, how wide it was. Every one of them was showing the length and how high you would stand them up. So I didn't get no information really off of that. Which I was looking at the bars yesterday after I got off work to try to pick which one, which I was going to plan on going to Tractor Supply to see how much theirs was. And sure enough, theirs was cheaper, so I purchased it there. And I got over a foot section left. Because the section where the bar goes, the back's very back, I was counting 34 inches. Where I ended up putting this one at, it was only 32.5 inches that I need to cut off. So put it on my put my cutoff drill in my grinder and cut the length I needed. I did drill and got tailed or butted with some smaller boats. I am planning on getting some bigger ones, which I'll probably go ahead and pick up while I'm down here at the hardware store. Which what I'm having to do is go get a drill bit that'll. This is the nut that's on the straps that goes to the gas tank. So I need a drill bit big enough to drill a hole big enough to go through for the boats to go through on the straps. Already placed it up into place. Works great. Did have to relocate the bracket that held the brake line to the rear one. I had to grind the rivets down and pretty much put my foot up our brake. I tried hammering it out and stuff like that after it got flat. Finally, I just jarred it with my foot real hard and it popped out. And then it just pushed it out of the way, and I'll figure out where I'm gonna boat it later. And then I put the bar where I believed it needed to be. I thought I'd be able to use those hose to drill one side, but the bar, the angle iron ended up going, just behind it. So it's not even enough to touch it, but that's okay. just drilled new hose. I haven't painted anything yet because I'm trying to mock things up. And even the tank, when I set it up in there, it's not going to be in a permanent location quite yet because still don't have the fuel pump. That's all I'm doing is just mocking things up and just putting that one angle iron and putting the straps on. That's going to hold that tank in place. I won't have to do any more modifications until I take the bed off, which the bed is going to come off sooner or later. But yeah, everything's working out a lot better than I thought. Which we're looking at it, I was like, looks like it'll fit in that location. Now the bar in the very back does kind of a curve, but it curves outwards. I guess where the spare tire would sit, it would angle backwards or angle out some. I didn't even bother trying to straighten that out or nothing. I just left that like it was. It's going to lip over on the gas tank enough to hold it in place. So I'm leaving everything exactly what it is. I just need to put some padding underneath it when I get ready to boat it down, and I'll be good to go. Oh well, until a pump comes in. The best thing about me doing this right now is it's going to be out from underneath out of my bedroom, because that's where I was having to keep it, which I do got it things taped up where no dirt and bugs can get into it. So I'm not worried about any debris getting in there, and it'll be more room. I did have time finding mine before I put my straps, because I had them sitting right where the tank was. Well, I guess I was looking for something else, which more likely was that piece for the fuel line that hooks up to the sending unit itself, that I'm still trying to find that one piece. And I must have moved it to the other side of the room and didn't realize it, because I was like, let me check over here. Sure enough, that's where it was. But I put the bar up there just to see, and if that's going to be the right way, or if I'm going to have to mount it a different way. Which, if I don't have enough room, what I can always do is put that same angle iron up underneath it. Hopefully I won't have to do that, but it's a thought if I have to. But yeah, I'll put straps in there, and it seems like it's going to fit just fine. Well, that sun is bright. It's so bright I can't even see my phone. I can see what's in front of me, but my phone just looks like a little black rectangle piece. I did, let's see, what am I trying to say? I do have my GoPro. The only problem about it is, it's been a while since I've used it last, so the battery may be low, and I couldn't find my charging cable. That's the reason I haven't done no recording on the GoPro. Oh, I have just noticed on my dash that it's saying that my trunk is open. I had to get some parts out of it, and or I was looking for some parts, and I remember looking and seeing a drill bit, which I broke several of my other ones, just trying to get the holes little by little bigger. And I remember seeing a real good one that was a black steel bit, and I thought I'd seen it in my tool bag or in my truck. Kept looking, it's like, I remember I had some tools in the car, and I was in the car earlier. I was like, surely I didn't leave it in the car. So I went up there and looked, like, well, if it's in here, it'd be right at the end of the trunk, right as soon as you open the door. And sure enough, I opened it up, moved one little piece of well, I think it was my spare tire, and there it was. I do got some other junk back there. I need to clean it out. So I used it and I finished drilling the holes bigger, but it wasn't big enough for what I need to do. It's big enough to put me some boats in. I don't have them tied down just to hold the bar in place while I finish mocking everything up. And get this hole drilled big enough. And I'm going to get some better hardwire to bolt that angle iron down. Then I'll be able to go ahead and put the tank underneath the truck. It looks good from a distance. At first when I put it in there, I thought it's going to end up looking really, really low, but yeah, when you step back, you can't even see it from the bumper. You have to actually look underneath it. And since I moved that one bracket, yeah, you can't even see the tank. It sits perfect, but I can do some modifications when I take the bed off and raise the tank up even more. So I may do that. And when I put the new bed in, what I'll probably do is just put spacers to make the bed just like a ½ inch taller. That way the tank bed will set just a little bit higher. But it's got one part where the fill tube is going to run perfectly lined up, where I can run it outside, and I'll probably, well, I could run it several different ways for my filler line. Either custom make the one where it goes right on the inside of the wheel well, or outside the bed, whatever I decide. I got plenty of options, easy to get to. So I'm really happy with that. Well, when I get the pump, send you to put it on there, I'll fix the rest of the hoses up on it. This is just locking up so I can get the gas tank underneath it. And everything's going real, real good. Oh, excuse me. Ain't been that long since I ate, so I guess my stomach's just now settling down, especially considering I've been laying on my back most of the, well, for a good hour or so. Drilling the hose. I had to cut a piece of my old exhaust off, which don't matter, I was running an all new exhaust anyway. This was getting in the way. It was kind of close to the tank too. And I'm going to reroute the other exhaust a different way, and I don't know exactly how I want to do it yet. So I went ahead and just cut the old one out of the way. Now I got plenty more room. Thinking about maybe dropping the exhaust right before you get to the rear axle, using some soft flexible tubes until I bring it somewhere to actually have real exhaust pipes put in. I'll decide on that you know, within the next few weeks. Because until I get the pump hooked up and fuel line run, not really much I can do without knowing how the engine's going to run. I still got to work on my headers. I touched up a little bit about them on some other blogs where it's actually touching the rails on one side and the mount bracket on the other side. So I still got to decide how I'm going to handle that. That again is something I'm going to have to come up with and make a decision on pretty soon. I think really if the engine itself was up about 1 inch higher in the front, I could probably get the rest of it clear. I'd have to go with different motor mounts. I do got some picked out if I do have to do that. But if I change the motor mounts, what I want to do is actually move the engine and transmission forward just a little bit. Transmission's fine where it's sitting at. It's still in the factory part, but I would like to have the engine about at least 1 inch further to the front of the truck. Just a little bit more clearance in the rear. But it could also be the way my truck is sitting right now, because I am a little bit of a slope. Not a big slope, but still a little bit of a slope. It's just something that I got to work out with pretty soon, since I am so close to having this thing where I can turn it over and actually crank it up and hear it run. I can turn it over now, but of course I can't crank it because no fuel. Anyway, I'm here at the hardware store. I figured give us a little bit of an update, let everybody know what was going on and what happened in the video. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time doing these videos. Anyway, I'll leave the video here. I'll try to do some more videos tomorrow. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.